here at Ojos Locos Cantina in downtown Fort Worth. I am Mac Engel of the Fort Worth Star-Telegram for another issue of Mac Attack. It is the start of the 2014 football season, so there is no better time than to drink heavily. Christy, come on in here. We're going to be talking Dallas Cowboys, and there's no better time to partake in the good stuff than to talk Cowboys. The answer is no, absolutely unequivocally not. The saving grace of the Dallas Cowboys starters, who have barely played at all in the preseason, is that no starters play anymore in the preseason. The real preseason in the NFL is September. It's not August. August is for the spares and bums that you can't name their names. The problem is for the Dallas Cowboys, the spums and bears that you can't name their names, they're going to be the starters by October because the rest of these guys are going to be hurt. Don't worry about it. They'll be 2-2 just like they always are after every September. Thanks, I get that a lot. This is actually an authentic LaDainian Tomlinson practice jersey from his playing career here at TCU. Where did I get this jersey? That's not really any of your business, but I found it in a trash can. I asked once LT if he would want this jersey in exchange for something else, like maybe an NFL jersey. He looked at me and laughed and he said, "No man, I don't want your garbage." What have I been drinking that makes me think Baylor's going to be in the championship game in January? Obviously a lot of this. As good as Baylor was last season, and they were great, there is nothing that convinces me that they can go into Norman this season and beat Oklahoma, which never loses at home. If they can win that game, then we'll talk. Until Baylor rolls into Norman and beats the godforsaken Sooners, I got to pick OU to get to the championship game, or at least the Final Four. Well, I think you got to go start with, believe it or not, Danny White. Even though he was a lot of times criticized in his career here, he went to 3 straight NFC championship games. You're going to tell me that people in this town wouldn't give Tony Romo a parade if he got to a NFC championship? The other one is Don Meredith. Don Meredith was an NFL Player of the Year. Now, he never really did come around and do all the great things that people expected of him, but I think in terms of career achievement, it's got to go Danny, it's got to go Dandy Don, and then it's got to go Tony Romo. It's an excellent question. Thank you very much. I get this a lot. Why would I pick the Dallas Cowboys to finish 10-6 when all they do is finish 8-8? Because 3 years ago when Jason Garrett started this charade and this giant tease, I said they would go 10-6. And I was close. Then I said it would happen again. And I was close again. Then I said it would happen again. And I was close again. So I am going to stick with 10-6 until it happens. Law of averages is on my side. Eventually, the Dallas Cowboys will finish 10-6, and my prediction will be right. This is an outstanding question. I'm not sure if the Cotton Bowl allows pass outs to come in and out during the game, but this is the general rule of thumb with a Fletcher's Corny Dog at the State Fair. More, just more. So you get the one before the game, you get the one during the game, you get the one at halftime, you get the one during the second half, and then after the game, when you're properly bloated, that's when you get another Fletcher's Corny Dog during the Red River rivalry game, or at any other point during the Texas State Fair for that matter. Since it's been said more than once that I know nothing about football or sports in general, I have enlisted my good friend Christy here to give me her thoughts and predictions to the Cowboys season. Christy, what's the Cowboys' final record going to be?
I think you're crazy. I'm probably going to go with 6-10.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Anyways, please join us here at Ojos Locos Sports Cantina in downtown Fort Worth to watch all sporting events, all Cowboys games and college football games. And just remember, the more Cowboys you watch, give me a cheers there, the more you're going to need to drink of these. See you next time. Did I get it wrong again?
Yeah, you got it wrong.
Let's try again.
He says Lojos. Okay.
What, I do it again? I had it right the first time. It was amazing. After 50 times, I screwed it up.
That's
what is it?
It's Ojos Locos.
Ojos Locos.
But you said Lojos.